everyone, this is Remlays from 40k Theories, and welcome to this new episode of 40k Lore for Newcomers. For this episode, nominated on Patreon by Brandon A, we will be taking a brief look at the Imperial Navy. This video will be a brief overview for certain events that may be explored in greater depth within additional videos in the future. So without further ado, let's begin.
The Emperor is master of the galaxy, but the captain is master of their ship.
The Imperial Navy, also known as the Navis Imperialis, is a military branch within the Imperium of Man which focuses primarily on aerospace warfare. Originally one division amongst a much larger organization known as the Imperial Army, the Imperial Navy was established as its own standalone entity following in the wake of the civil war that took place over 10,000 years ago, known as the Horus Heresy. This was conducted as part of reforms aimed at siloing military powers within the Imperium from one another to hopefully mitigate the impact of possible future rebellions. Today, the Imperial Navy operates as part of the umbrella organization known as the Imperial Fleet, which includes not just the Navy, but also the non-militant merchant fleets of the Charter's captains and the navigator houses of the Navis Nobilite. The Navy itself is also divided into thousands upon thousands of different battle fleets, with each battle fleet being comprised of between 50 to 75 ships on average and commanded by a Lord Admiral. The main purpose of these battle fleets is to defend a dedicated sector of space within the Imperium, with each of these sectors measuring roughly 200 light years cubed. Each battle fleet will in turn be subdivided into multiple battle groups comprised of various kinds of ships, ranging from transport craft and messenger ships to sleek frigates and hulking battle cruisers. These battle groups will then go on to serve as task forces, escorts for supply convoys, or be used to carry out patrols, although such groups will be reassigned to new duties as and when needed. While the majority of ships within any given naval fleet will be capable of faster than light travel through warp space, a sector will also be protected by numerous vessels incapable of moving beyond sublight speeds, such as patrol boats and defense monitors who operate wholly within planetary systems or around deep space stations. While the Imperial Navy is best known for its many varieties of voidcraft, such as Mars-class battlecruisers, Firestorm frigates, and Emperor-class battleships, such vessels are not the only militaristic assets available to the organization, as the Navy also makes use of its own dedicated force of specialist infantry. These infantry units, known as Voidsmen-at-Arms or Voidsmen for short, will be tasked primarily with defending a ship from enemy boarding actions, as well as putting down any attempts at mutiny. They can also perform tasks as a general security force, although specialist security and disciplinary troops, known appropriately enough as naval security, also exist. Not only this, but whenever a ship is docked at a port for repairs, resupply, or general maintenance, Voidsmen will sometimes make planetfall and press gangs to forcibly conscript large numbers of civilians to serve as indentured labor, tasked with performing the brutal, back-breaking work required to keep a ship fully operational. The most elite Voidsmen will be organized into specialist units known as Breachers, whose purpose is to perform boarding actions upon enemy vessels and inflict as much damage as possible during the height of any ship-to-ship engagement. The other major wing of the Imperial Navy is that of the Aeronautica Imperialis, which focuses exclusively on atmospheric warfare. With their vast array of transports, gunships, bombers, and fightercraft, the Aeronautica Imperialis provides much-needed air support to many of the Imperium's ground-based forces, such as the Astra Militarum, during any sort of planetary campaign, although some divisions of the Imperial military, such as the Adeptus Astartes, will field wholly unique aircraft of their own, which not even the Aeronautica will have access to. And that concludes this episode of 40k Lore for Newcomers. If you liked this video, consider supporting us on Patreon for more content. To those who are new to 40k, we hope you learned something. So leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.